Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be open. It's when you knock, the door flings open. Sometimes you look at the door, a big, heavy door. That size door is your desire. It is so big. And you know it is a big desire to do what it is you're asking to do. And to listen to me. The morning blessings is important to me. I ask myself this question: if you did not do this, Tessa-Marie, what would you do? And there is no answer. So then I continue. I enjoy it. I look forward to doing it. And most of all, I think it's an honor and a privilege to have decided to do this, to follow guidance and to do it. And that's why I'm leading with the morning blessings for our talk for today. I'm following guidance to be this. I followed guidance about the money blessing. I started it, as you all know, the story of the beginning, and it knocked and it knocked and it knocked. And it said, open the door, I want to come in, spread it, send it as far and wide as you possibly can. And here we are. So the morning blessings, without it, I don't know what I would do. I believe it's an honor and a privilege to be given guidance and to be able to stand and have papers flying away 5-6 years ago and doing a complete silly thing today by not pressing snooze and going to the gym at 5 a.m. There you go. This is all. Just said, I knocked on the door to open today by not pressing snooze and going to the gym at 5 a.m. Hi, sister, how are you? So here we are. So the morning blessing is what we have, and it came because of inspiration followed. I was knocking. I wanted more. I started wanting to connect with my children more, and my siblings and my nieces and nephews. We have a lot of them, and many of them spent many summers here with me and the family. So they're really close, like Gavin and Michelle and all of the others, and Louisa and Damien and Ebony. And they all came. Louisa would come from France at the age of 3, and she would be here for the whole summer. So this is all it is about. The morning blessing is connecting. But I knocked, like Jean said, I knocked on the door to open, so I did not press the snooze button. So knocking signals a desire for better. Jean knocked instead of pressing. What have you opened for yourself today? What is the one thing you have decided you can give to yourself today? Knocking on the door tells those on the other side that you desire to come in. It is only by knocking that the world knows you desire more. Jean desired to be energized. So she wanted to stimulate herself. So when it was 4:15, I was already up, but I don't even know for how long, maybe a few minutes, maybe more. And the alarm went off. I set it off and I stretched out and I began. So I got up. I breathed. I acknowledged presence and I knocked on the door. It opened. I went outside at about 4:30 and there I was in the 5 minutes. I heard a very distinct sound, and it must have been a bird or animal of some kind. It was really sweet, like a whistle. And I came out, and then there I stopped, and I just stood there and enjoyed. I looked at the stars. I looked at the formation of the clouds. But all of that is me wanting more. I want the peace and the tranquility that you get in the morning. So for that, I wake up early because that's my desire. If I desire it and I do not knock, the energies will not know that I want more. The world, you wouldn't know that I'm here if I did not do this. So the thing about it is, let us look at our intention. So good morning, everybody. And today is about knocking. Taking the small, bold action that signals you are ready. You knock, it tells the world you want to come in. You seek, you want to come in. Intention, I ask, I act, I receive. That is it. So one deep breath, inhale for 4, hold for 2, and repeat it twice, 2 more times. The truth there's no sugarcoating the truth. You desire, you have to knock. And when you knock, you have to believe and trust that the door will open. And those on the other side will welcome you. And when it is a great welcome, do not believe that it's not going to last. Because we believe that what comes to us is pain, it lasts longer, but it's our belief. So if you believe that you desire something and you knock on the door and the door is not opening, step on it again and knock. Do not stop knocking. You failed the exam, you applied for a job, you didn't get it. This you did, you created something, it didn't work out. You did your best and it's still cracking. You help others and they turn back and bite the hand that fed them. You cannot stop. Knock. There is the truth. There is no sugar coating the truth of life. Doors open because we stare at them. You hear that? No, they don't. Does the door open because you're just looking at it? No way, Jose. The doors don't open because we stare at them. They open because we knock. So if you are standing there and you're timid and you're afraid to knock on that door, then what do you expect? You haven't signaled to the world that you want more, that you desire this door to open. It's like the shows they have. What's behind door number 1, 2, and 3? You have to choose. Standing and staring and knowing that what you desire is behind this door, but you're going to stare it to open. Knock it. And when knocking is not enough, push it. When pushing is not enough, break it down, but you have to enter. You have to use clarity. Clarity without action becomes clutter. What it is you desire. Narrow it. Take an action on that desire. Hope without a knock becomes a heartbreak. Tessa-Marie, I'm just hoping that this happens. I'm just hoping, and I do not like that word. It signals you're expecting something, someone, somewhere to do it for you, and nobody is coming. They're not coming. They have to do their own thing. You desire love, then give love to your lover. Instead of saying to me, Tessa-Marie, oh, they're just not making me happy. Nobody can do this for you. Happiness is your own thing. I'm not joyful. Really? The joy is a serum that you allow to course through your veins, every nerve and sinew, and hit you in the moment you least expect. No one is able to give you exactly what you desire. If they do, then you're living their dream, not yours. So expecting your husband, your wife, your whatever, to make you happy is crazy. It's wild. You have to choose. You have to knock on the door of happiness and say, I want more. A hallway of doors. One says comfort, one says reputation, one says calling. You're walking down this hallway and there are doors, and each door has a name. Comfort is in this door. You look at comfort. Nice, cozy chair. A warm, blazing fireplace on a snowstorm like they're having in Wisconsin, and thunder and lightning right now. And the other one says reputation. Your reputation, you're bold, you're strong, you're determined, you fight for yourself, you stand for yourself, you love others and respect them. Calling. There's something in here for me to know. Let's go get it. Comfort opens easily. See, comfort is sweet, right? But it leads in circles. It doesn't take you to the point. Reputation opens only when people are watching, because they form reputation. Calling requires a knock when no one's watching. So which of the 3 doors should we have chosen? Comfort was nice. Oh, yeah, but it goes in circle. It leads in a constant circle. No rest. Reputation, you want the world to hear you and see you. I get that every day. I am told, Tessa-Marie, you don't have many followers. Tessa-Marie. And I'm thinking, I don't give a shit how many followers I have. The person that needs to come will come. I told you, Valerie dropped by. Valerie lives in PA. I haven't seen her for a long time. But this morning, she dropped by. It was something she needed to hear. That's what matters. And you know why? I'm really happy I do not have 1,000,000 of them all over, because I know names now and I can even get faces. So calling requires a knock. When no one is watching, then opens into growth. When you knock, it has to give you something to grow. Moral: your knock teaches the door your name. Your knock tells the door, hey, I open. Hello, it's you, Tessa-Marie. Yeah. So the minute you knock, the door says, oh, it's Tessa-Marie. So when we look at it, knock practicing within the 5 pillars. Emotion is energy, not a verdict. Nervous, you care. Practice being nervous, because that shows you care. Normalize every emotional step you take towards it. I feel nervous. That's normal. When stretching, I will send the message anyway. I am going to push. I'm stretching. It's nervous. I don't know, Tessa-Marie, but you're going to send the message. Boundaries. Let's look at feelings. Feelings can walk beside you. They don't hold the key. So how you feel can be there, but it's not going to turn the door open, is it? You have to go over that fear, that nervousness we just knocked on. Boundaries. Feeling can walk beside you. It will not turn the key. The body convinces the mind, like Jean said. She had to say to the body, hey, we need to go to the gym today. Let's knock off this sleeping. Instead of snooze, let us knock on the, okay, stop. I'm getting up. I'm going. So what it is that you can do? You can do some micro activation. I do them every morning. You should see what I do. Shake out your hands, roll your shoulders, chin to your chest. I could do a little for you to see what I do. It would be funny to see that. When I first begin my exercise routine in the morning, because you know I do it every day. I'm going to show you guys. Maybe you'll see it. So I stand, and for the count of 36, I do this. I get my body going back. I have already tapped on my head. I've already knocked all over my shoulder. So I continually do this. So in doing that, I am activating my body. I'm shaking out my hands. And I roll my shoulders. I hold my neck back. I bring it forward. I let my arm drop so I can get a good stretch. All of that is knocking and saying to my body, I need you to be alive. No, and then through this, I do hydration. I have a mug full of water. And as I do my exercises, I hydrate. Before you knock, water and a lifted chest changes your tone. You have that, you have your water, your body is taking it in, it's been lying for a while, you're knocking it and saying, I'm awake, let's do this. I want time now. It's a signal you desire more. You don't have to exercise and lift weights. I use my entire body for 35 minutes in one form or the other, but I start with all sorts of little things that you know, and the body, the muscles remember, and they kick into shape as soon as you do this. People stall because they don't know what to say. They stall, they don't know what to ask for. Write it once, reuse it often. Knock. Keep it simple. We're going to use the word knock to help you. Keep it simple. Simple. 2 lines. I desire this. Clear. Name the value. Here's how this helps you. Name what you're going to get up. If I get up at 5 and in time to go to the gym like Jean did, then there I am. I get up at 4:15, so I have all these morning routines, and I get them so I can be here at 7:45 and to get ready to deliver, to be in the mind frame that I'm going to do this well. So one clear ask. Ask what it is you want. When you knock, you just have the beginning. This is what I desire. Name the value. What is it going to do for me? One clear ask. Ask one clear statement. Context. Why? Know your why. You heard me say, why do you want it? So people will stop talking about, that's not a good enough why. I want it because I can feel it. This is my why. I desire it. It's such a nice feeling. I can picture me with it. How you found it? How did it come to you? Was it a tiny inspiration that you pulled on and you unraveled the whole thing? How? Kick off. Propose a time or a link. When are you going to do this? When is the best time for Jean to exercise? When is the best time for me to get up? 4:15. I told my cousin, hey, I need to go to bed. It was 8:30. Last night I said, I have to go to bed. I'll talk to you soon, So, yeah. I have to know because I need to have sufficient sleep so I can get up being energized and ready to function. So all of these little things we have to realize. Look at the example. Outreach. Your work will resonate with others. So you have to help them. When you say what you're doing, when you're working on something, it's going to resonate with somebody. Let somebody know what it is you do. Do not be afraid to share what you do because somebody might have the other link to the chain because you might have just been stuck where you are. I help them embrace what they need to succeed. I help you to embrace the 5 pillars, to live a fulfilled life. Everybody wants to live a fulfilled life. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I remember they said to me, Tessa-Marie, they want what it is you always have. Not me, but she was just talking. And I said, yeah, I get it. They do not understand there was a journey. And they do not want the journey. They just want to arrive at the destination. And life does not work like that. You have to go through the journey to get the destination that you crave. It's only when you travel on life's journey and you see and feel and you understand the journey that the destination feels good. That when you get there, you can savor it because you have done the work to go through the journey. So, would you be open to chat for 15 minutes on a Wednesday at 1 p.m.? A Thursday at noon like I do, a Saturday at 1 p.m. I just show up and I chat. I talk about loving yourself. I call it the sensuous woman, and everybody thinks it's all about sex, but it's not. It's how you hold your cup. It's how you sip to drink instead of rushing. It's how you chew really 26 times. So it's how you are. It's how you take care. So you are at home. You're dressing. And you have perfume, but you leave it there. Why? Do you know it goes bad? Why? We cannot really wear it in public like the good old days, for those of us who like it. So why not wear it where you are? So embrace what you already have. So when you knock on the door of what you desire, that it does show up, because it's going to say, like the Japanese man said with the coins, if you shine the coins you already have and you take it to the temple, when your shiny coin is blazing and shining and being bright, you look gorgeous, you're home, you just enjoy it, you clean your car that you crave, you take care of your money that you desire, you work at the job you love. I have the job. Hey, everything, as I said, how come this job is so happy, this situation is glowing? And the Chinese man said, the Japanese man said, when you drop your coin in the box at the temple and it is shiny, the other coins look at it and they go, wow, you look so good. How come you look so good? All it says, he said, Tessa-Marie did it, Lisa did it, Nancy did it, Loretta did it, somebody did it, John did it. Which one of you did it? That's why I'm shiny. Go to them. They'll take care of you. And you wonder why the rich get richer? They savor what they already have. They take care of it. You knock, now you have it. Enjoy it. So, spiritual prosperity says, ask, seek, and knock. Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be open. It's when you knock, the door flings open. Sometimes you look at the door, a big, heavy door, solid mahogany or cedar or whatever. and you knock and you say, oh my God, that door is, I don't think my little knock can open it. Hello, that size door is your desire. It is so big. And you know it is a big desire to do what it is you're asking to do. When you knock on that door, it opens up. And when it opens up, all you see at the time is bigger than you anticipated. That's what it is. So faith is not passive waiting. It's movement with trust. When you have faith, you take doubt and you crush it. When you have faith, you take fear and you squeeze the daylight out of it. And you keep going. When you have faith, you know you're nervous, you're shaking, your palms are sweaty, your feet are trembling, but you know you have to push forward, and you push. So you can take 3 deep breaths at any time and say, I ask, I seek, and I knock, I shall receive. Believe that. You take 3 deep breaths before, and you clench your fist, and you say, you know what, I ask for it. I will receive it. I seek, I knock. All of that. You have to knock for the door to open. You have to push for it to open. And one of the things we need to understand is this. Money is the other one in the pillars. The financial prosperity, the money knock. I call it the money knock. Money answers clarity plus consistency. I am clear. I am not wishy-washy. I know what I desire. I know what kind of finance I am looking for. Do not be ashamed. You need it to eat. You need it to have experiences you wouldn't normally have. You need it to pay for medication in some cases. You need it to get your nails done. You need it for the little things that you need to do. Your weekly knocks are important. Send 3 inquiries to align with events in your life. What it is you desire. Just an inquiry. Ask a question. That is knocking. Rather than being ashamed that you do not know the answer, you would hide, you'd waste the time. Ask. Why waste all that time going looking for something you're a phone call away? Have you ever done that, Tessa-Marie? Of course I have. Here you go. Wow, okay, now I know. Ask. You have Google. Sometimes Google gives you information that is just wild. I told you guys about this lady that was in the dentist's office and she had an abscess in her mouth or whatever. Her son Googled something and she comes in and she says, my son Googled and Google said that you should give me this antibiotics, and the dentist says, I do not take prescriptions from Dr. Google. So, so ask a living human being. Come in the office and say, doctor, I have a toothache and I have an abscess, and he can decide. I offer with a clear call to action and price. I offer. What is the price? Is your energy, your time, getting up at 4:30, going to the gym. All of that is the price you're paying for what you look. Look at the journey you have been on. What was your price like? Did you pay a price of overeating and now you have the benefit of overweight? Did you pay the price of studying and now you have the benefit of success? Did you pay the price of exercising and now you have the body of success? Everything has a price. Follow up with your leads. What you did do last week? What did you plan to do? Did you finish it? Did you get it done? No, you ask and you have it. And now, like the man said, you're not taking it, you're not shining it, you're not using it. You have a life and you're sitting. And you're sitting. And if you're not sitting, you're going at a mad pace for somebody else. And when it's time to knock for yourself, you're sitting there. You have to decide you are worthy. Do something with somebody else. You want to do a podcast, collaborate with somebody. There was a time, I didn't care who asked me to do a live with them. As long as I knew what the topic was going to be, I would jump in and say, sure, let's do it. And it benefits us both. But some people have the know-how, like the lady long ago when I asked her, how do you get your name on here? You'll figure it out. She was so important. She just waved me away like a dust. Today, she's not doing anything. She just let it all fall. She had knowledge and she couldn't share it. I knocked and she kept the door shut. But in keeping the door shut against me, she kept it shut against herself. Are you with me, man? You know something. You have something. You've got sufficient. Nancy is crazy. She runs around giving people bread, sourdough bread. Lisa will drive to Timbuktu to satisfy somebody's crazy idea. We got in trouble with our children last year when we were deciding we wanted to go to Philly and then to Bluebell. I don't know where we were going. We got in big trouble, but we still went. So that's what it's all about. Give. She refused to show me how I could put my name on there. Yuko could not speak very much English. She wasn't very good at it at all, but she was the next person in line. I said, Yuko, do you know how to do this? And I had to repeat it and align it. And she said, yeah, I show you. And she showed me. And then I said to her, okay. So I watched her doing her live. And she had a hoodie and I said, Yuko, why are you dressed like that? She said, well, everybody wears hoodie, but it's the person she followed, a man in a hoodie. And she thought that was it. I said, come on, open your eye, look around you. And I said, when I use a word and you don't get it, get the dictionary and collect it and look at it. If you do not understand, call me. And she called, she said, English words have several meanings. Same word, several meanings. I said, you think? And then I started to tell her how you speak. And she would say things and I would say, no, back up. But no, we have a relationship for all those years. It's almost 6 years. And we have met about 3 or 4 times in person. But the thing about it is that I knocked and she opened the door. It benefited her. And she loved it. She learned how to save $20 instead of trying to get rid for $500. So you have to understand, collaborating with somebody else helps you too. If you know something, she had knowledge and she shut the door. But when you shut the door on knowledge and you do not hand it to somebody who needs it, you're shutting the door for more to come to you. You keep your coins in a corner and you do not shine them. Nothing new will happen. But if the coin you already have, you savor it, you shine it, you caress it, you let it, I love you, you buy me things. The coin is going, wherever it goes, it's going to say, oh, you go see so-and-so. She's just going to give you more. Sometimes you do things, you are there for somebody. Always listen, always doing, always considering. And then that person doesn't show up for you. But there are the rare times that person shows up for you and they load you up with something you it's so much you don't know what to do. But if you explain that to another human being, they would say to you, why would they do that? Why would they give you so much? But it was the journey you were on. They were there. You held their hands. You listened. You counseled. You comfort. You had compassion. You laughed when they said something funny. You were grateful for being in their presence. You accepted their wisdom. Well, yeah. You were there when nobody else was there. That's why you're satisfied with what the gift of wisdom, knowledge. Maybe it's material gifts they give you. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's a legacy, something. And you know that. So, what if I knock on the wrong door? Then you learn where not to waste your desire. I get that all the time. Knock to become ready. Readiness grows after the knock. Knock. I knock, I open the door. So I knock and it was the devil on the other side. Run like wild hyenas after you. What if they don't answer when I knock? Well, do be like the fuller brush salesman. Go and sell another brush in another tongue. Knock, go somewhere else. I did that. She didn't help me. She didn't offer. She waved me away like a fly, like a gnat. And then Yuko helped me. So sometimes the door opens just a crack, then just slip in. Still open to a little crack. Open the door and get in. So as long as you get on the hallway with the doors of the 5 pillars, open them, knock on them. You step to your calling door. Shoulders are soft, you breathe in nicely, and you walk in. That's my calling. That's what I was put on earth to do. You knock once, you knock twice, you knock 3 times, and then the door opens. A little light comes through. There are things behind there. You enter, not because it was easy, but because you asked. You asked. Call to action. I knocked. I was clear and consistent. It was easy. Because I asked, I was honored with the opportunity to be here. I wanted more. I wanted to teach. Of course, I teach because I am here. You ask. So send a knock message to somebody today. Send a message to somebody that you care about, that's been there for you, the person that you love the most. So this is it for today. Make sure you knock. Isn't knocking, the door will open. When the inspiration hits your brain, that is the inspiration saying you can do it, You can get it, So do not forget to knock on the door so that it opens for you. If you stand there and you're waiting to get the door to open, it won't open. You have to step towards the bus for the driver to know you want to come in. Otherwise, he will just pass you by, doesn't he? Have a great and wonderful day. Today is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. If you're looking for someone to be a speaker at any of your events that you're planning, get in touch with me. My email address is right here. And you can contact me, and I would love to give you more about making life choices to you or any of the topic on living a fulfilled life. Have a great day.